Toboggan that noggin, this week on The Hapless Heroes.
I mean, once I've done that, I eat quiche with the power of my hand.
Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave. I'll be your host and dungeon master for this evening. We're going to start real quick here by introducing our cast, and then we're going to pick up our combat right where we left off. To my right, we have Francesco as Percival Flothest.
I really don't know if I actually have it in me to kill somebody.
To his right, we have John as Jam Jam.
Ew, he's leaking neck juice.
To his right, we have Lou as Lev Zangief.
Are we sure it's not pronounced Queech? Are we sure it's not? Wait. Are we sure it's not pronounced Queesh?
I like the first one, though.
Queech.
Yeah, no, Queech is incredible. Queech is incredible. That sounds like the name of another Gabellini. Is Queech?
Yes! They do exist! Gabellinis!
Out of character, sorry.
To his right, we have Mike as Brunner Brew Blitzboar.
Tagging in and bagging them.
Oh, okay, I get it. Sorry, took me a second. I like it.
Tagging in. And
Yeah, no, I got it. I'm with you. Yep, I'm with you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
To his right, we have Nicole as Glorp Glup Glup.
I'm just responsibly holding the quiche tray and definitely not eating all of the quiche.
And to her right, we have Seb as Choomdaloom.
I checked. This should clear his Creative Commons. I just want to set the world on fire.
All right, so as we last left off, we were halfway through the initiative order, picking up on Jam Jam's turn in the combat.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Jam
if you don't know
Jam.
what's happening, I mean, it has been a week. We're all fighting a bunch of chefs and the Margarita Esperanza, and we left off on Jam Jam's turn. You should listen to the episode before. Please do not drop into the middle of a combat. You're insane if this is the episode you've chosen to start on. Anyway.
Jam Jam has been giving, what was the lady's name?
Margravine.
Margaret.
Esperanza.
He's been giving
Margarine's a
her
title.
the death stare ever since she skewered him.
Yes.
But he didn't
You
pull the
also have
trigger.
head.
He
Oh,
didn't
yeah, I'm
pull the
sorry,
trigger.
and the last also thing to recap is that old Vic's head here that you are holding, Jam Jam, instructed you to please return it,
to the body.
him to the body. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jam Jam, is there a disengage action?
Yeah,
or
that is
Oh,
the
yeah.
action. It is an action. If you're not a rogue, it's an action. Essentially.
Okay. I would like to use that as Jam Jam's action, and then aggressive toboggan over to his body with his head, and just see what happens.
This
He
early in
will-
the
he will-
episode?
Oh
Toboggan
yeah,
and
no, let's
noggin.
fuck around and find out. We're tobogganing the noggin right now.
Yeah, right immediately. First thing, getting
Okay.
out of the way.
All right, so the disengage, is there any check you have to make for disengage, or you're just taking that as the full action and that's all you need?
That's
all
that
you
is
need.
The action to
Wonderful.
disengage.
I mean, I've
Allows you
seldom
to.
seen it happen. I should see
Sometimes
it
you
happen
gotta
more.
just take the non-combat action, which
No,
is to get the
it's-
fuck out of the combat.
It's absolutely correct. All
Real
right,
quick.
And
so
return Death's head to kill everyone he wants to kill, I guess.
we're going to you're going to aggressive toboggan over, which you have more than enough room to do. I want to make there some kind of check here.
Oh, shit.
So
like how well I place his head.
Yes.
on his
This is sort of a
shoulders.
manual dexterity aim kind of check here. So,
Okay, like I'm kind of like I'm bowling, only with myself.
yes. So, I guess a ranged attack.
Okay. Not great. 14. No, 7.
14 is very different than a 7.
No, I
Yeah.
read the number that I looked at.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, instead of neatly having the head forward and just attaching it in a glorious moment, you kind of spin as you're aggressive tobogganing.
Goes on
and,
backwards.
Well, you kind of crash into the body butt first, and both of you slide into the cabinets on the far side, right below Choom,
Oh!
with a clatter. The head
Yep.
does not attach this turn.
I steady the remaining bottle of cognac.
All right, that's a good jam turn. So the Mooks, the Margravine, gapes at where you were. She's never seen this before. I mean, up until pretty recently, she's probably never seen Dowar before, much less aggressive tobogganing with the head of the spirit of death. So, yeah. A lot of things have happened here that might have been even a little beyond what she was planning for today. So she kind of gapes and gawps a little bit. Looks over one shoulder, looks over another, and kind of just wildly swipes the rapier around.
Jam, before we switch over to them, could Jam look up to Choom and say, we may want to continue running?
It's a good idea. That's why I'm planning on covering our escape. Nudge, nudge.
Yeah, like so
Right,
Jam
yeah.
telling.
Looks at room covered in flammable, like alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Jam doesn't want to go back the way we came from because that'll get us trapped wherever we're.
Definitely
But-
not.
But we are on the side of the kitchen that's leading out of, the side of the pantry
back towards
Yeah.
like the service tunnels.
that's
Yes.
leading
Yes,
away
yes.
from the ballroom.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so as long as you continue continue through this room the way you were going, you will keep going to the destination you were going to.
Yeah,
Love that.
We need to just get that head back on that body and then get out of here.
Yes.
Out of this room.
Who's gonna tell Lev?
We can step him out of it. It'll be fine. I hope these two
All right.
know what's good for them and get the hell out of our way. And I point at the mooks that I'm fighting.
And they are
The
also
Mark-
covered in flammable liquid.
Yes.
Right.
We're going to get back to the Margravine. So after that, she starts to progress towards the door to cover, thinking you might escape back out of the room or something like that. Not noticing that Glorp has exited sort of out that door a little bit. Not noticing the pool of slippery liquid.
Oh.
And proceeding through the pool of slippery liquid. Ooh, that's unfortunate. And falling flat on her ass.
Damn.
A little bit of a skid. That's going to be the end of her turn, unfortunately.
Can we all just laugh at her real quick?
We have our two cooks.
That's what we call failing forward with that nat 1, Glorp.
Yeah. We have our two cooks, and they're going to make their attacks with their cleavers. Both.
I see that they did not listen to what I had to say. Okay,
No.
good to know.
They didn't. It's almost as if they think they're going to die if they don't kill you.
Okay.
So both of them will attack. One of them attacks Percy. And that is a, 14 against AC.
It won't do it. I got a 17.
That won't do it. Nope. All right.
Oh,
Clangs off part of the exoskeleton thing there. Endoskeleton, the servo frame. Let's see. We have another one who's temporarily stunned after getting tagged in by Lev. remembers what's going on, remembers he's been stabbed and that a lot of bad shit's going on, and takes a wild swing at Lev.
It would be a
Nat
disadvantage.
1.
Well,
Okay,
that's
hold on
great.
a second. Okay, as a reaction to his missed melee attack, I do a twist momentum, which is some kind of wrestling thing that we said that I have.
Yes.
And
It's part.
Let's
It's a
see.
background feature. You have like some moves you can do.
I'm gonna try to throw this person.
Okay.
That's a launch
Into
creature,
another person?
Yeah, your
Throw guys
grappling.
into other guys.
Okay, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's it is. I'm sorry. It's just
read
twist.
it out. Read it out loud. It's our first
Hold
time
on.
using it.
No, hold on. It's not throw. Sorry, my apologies. That would have had to have required me to be grappling. However, twist momentum as a reaction. When you are missed with a melee attack, you may attempt to turn the momentum of the attacker against them. They must make a dexterity saving throw or fall prone and take half my unarmed strike damage on a failure.
Okay.
And the dexterity saving throw, I think, would probably be my wrestling throw, which wasn't super high. I think it's like 13.
I think it should be 13. Exactly.
A 13.
Yep.
So
Yes.
because he nat 1'd the attack, I'm going to say he's rolling this at disadvantage.
Okay, that's cool.
We would have had
That's a
it
good way
because
to translate it.
don't forget Lev has Sanctuary on him.
Oh yeah, right. Because the attack against Lev would have had disadvantage. True.
So it's like super.
Yeah.
But Lev made the attack. No, he did not. Right.
No,
I didn't make an
safe.
attack.
Right.
So
He's
that
making a
is,
reaction, right.
let's see, and that is a dexterity, so 9.
Nice. He falls prone and takes an unarmed strike against me, like halved damage, which would be
An unarmed strike for not a monk is 1+ strength modifier.
okay. So that's
If you are
4.
Yeah.
It takes
So
2
it'd be 4.
damage,
Okay.
half of it.
So what does it look like? What does it look like though?
It's a cleaver that comes in, and I'm just like, I imagine there's like a faint glow to me, like Goku or something, right? And
You've been like hit with this radiant
with the
cleaver so many
sanctuary.
times?
No, more
Oh,
so
the
from the
sanctuary,
sanctuary,
yeah.
right? Like it kind of like basks me in this
Spotlight.
yellow aura, right? And I just kind of like step to the side nonchalantly with my eyebrows on, and I fucking do one of these, like kind of like when you see
One of
like
these?
hokey
Wax on, wax
hold on,
off.
Hold on, let me think here. When you see like really hokey, wrestling moves that people just kind of like wave in front of
Exaggerated
somebody
movements.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
fall
yeah.
to the ground, and you just kind of see their hand like twist in front of them. Yeah, and this person just Lev effortlessly twists their hand and flips them down to the ground.
Nice.
Yep. And they hit, bam, and they are prone. And
Knock
take
2 of them on
damage.
their ass.
Yeah. And you kind of hear an empty clunk and think he might have punked his head on the ground as he hit.
Been knocked out. Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. It brings new meaning to knock yourself out.
Heyo.
All right. So that looks like all the mooks there. Glorp. It was you and some quiche.
Me and some quiche.
And now
And, also,
prone in basically in front of the door is the Margravine.
so I'm pretty sure, I could try to Ice Knife her again, or I can make sure that I actually hit her with some magic missiles, which seems like the right choice right now. So
That's up to you. That is a glorp call.
Yeah. Glorp has a little bit of concern about their own aim right now. The Cinderella ball gown makes it really hard to throw something properly.
You're not over quiche or anything, are you?
What is over quiche?
Good
I
question.
don't understand.
It's just a bunch of it's floating
Good
around,
question.
dissolving inside of glorp.
Or is it
Yeah.
overqueached?
Get out of here.
I'm a little queechy. We're fine. But I am gonna
Put
magic
it on a
missile.
shirt.
Is that a mix between queasy and
One.
peachy?
It's quiche. It's quiche.
Wow, that is very mid. 3 + 3 + 4. 6, 10. 10 total between the 3 darts.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
D4
that's
plus 1 for each dart.
Yeah, I got a 2,
Yeah.
a 2, and a 3.
Yeah.
Very mid.
I mean, it's still significant damage.
Yep. What does it look like?
quiche. Honestly, the magic missiles, yeah, I have quiche in my hands and I chuck pieces of quiche. But they they've got the magic missile in them, right?
Yeah.
But like you can literally see that that quiche chunks are just as much there as magic
It's
missiles
like
in what is going to
of
hit.
quiche.
Yeah, of quiche.
But it's got that magic missile in
my
it the
God.
same way someone might have that dog in them. And it curves and arcs and hits.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
True.
Cool. We like it.
Oh gosh, that's
Yeah.
some good quiche.
Quiche missile, go.
Yeah.
Quiche force.
It does force
That's what I
damage.
said.
Yes. So she has been bequeathed.
I love this. I love this bit.
Bequeathed.
I also love this bit.
All right. So, Brew, you're up here in the fray.
Yeah. Is the chef is still going?
The chef is still going.
She's still going.
The chef is
All right.
still going.
So if she's still going, I'm still going. So
She cut
We're
you
gonna-
last time.
we're gonna flurry of blows this bitch. So I'm gonna attack. It's the first thing I'm gonna do. That is a shit attack. It's a 10.
Okay, that is not going to beat AC.
No. After you take the so I don't have to land it. So I'm gonna spend
Nope,
a
you just have to take the
key,
attack action.
Yep, to make 2 more attacks.
More unarmed attacks.
Ah shit, that's a 13.
Nope.
Oh. And that's a 16.
Also, no.
No,
What?
you better call your friend, Michael. You better call your friend and be like, hey, what's up with these dice?
16?
The 16 does not beat armor class on this one.
That was a waste of key. Okay. That was that.
Yikes.
And I
Yikes.
don't want to disengage because that would spark a attack of opportunity. So we're just gonna hold. I'm just kind of, putting my fists up to just kind of hope to defend myself later.
But you're still Brew, right? You haven't gone into your sort of
Oh no,
like,
no
blind rage, right?
insanity. No insanity right now.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. He
No one's been gored yet. I
So,
think that's our.
visually speaking, he did make a quick appearance when he defended me during the last attack, but it was so quick that you wouldn't have really seen it. It was almost
Noticed.
like a flash of almost like a, not like a shield, but just kind of like a bubble that just kind of formed in
misty,
front of me and then
light. Yeah.
and then disappeared. So yeah, just holding my own,
All right.
bouncing on my heels.
Just
Ready to
bouncing
go,
on
ready
your
to keep
heel.
going.
Yeah. Staying in the fray.
Yep.
All right.
He might be the
cycle
wrestler,
back-
but I'm the boxer.
Fantastic. We cycle back to the top of initiative with Lev. Lev, you're still in the fight. Still in it to win it.
Nice.
Still facing off against Chef.
Yeah, I let's just continue as normal here. Ooh. Unfortunately, I recognize that's not going to do it. I rolled a 5 to attack here.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Oh shit!
We still love you.
This
Big
fight is
mighty
looking
attack
scary.
with the chair just doesn't quite connect.
Yeah, swings by the
Riffing
head.
off.
Swings by the poofy hat. Poofy chef hat.
Ooh. Not this time.
Shut the fuck! All right. Is it my turn next? Oh wait, no. There's one more.
No.
That's her turn, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh
Who's that throwing the good alcohol?
no. Flip her off. Good quiches though. Really good quiches. Can't say anything bad about the quiches.
And she points the giant cleaver at you, Chewin. And from the tip of it blasts a radiant ray, a ranged
That's
spell.
Oh, it
Oh.
shoots lasers?
Let's go.
Cleaver shoots lasers?
16, does that hit?
A 16 will hit.
Okay. It's 4d10 radiant.
Nice.
Oh my. Better
6, 7,
roll
8,
low, roll low, roll low.
9.
I will be
15.
using my Hadesy Resilience which allows me as a reaction to reduce incoming damage by 1d6 plus proficiency bonus. I get 2 of these per long rest. I am a small monkey. That's a 6 plus 2. That's -8. How much damage did I take? 15 minus 8?
15.
Yeah. So 7.
So I took 7 damage. So
7 radiant.
7 radiant.
fucking my entire boa just sizzles in the radiant damage as I get hit in the shoulder. And I just, oh, fuck, that hurts! What the fuck is that?
Sorry, did that knife just shoot a laser?
Yeah! We need to get our hands on that, Percy! Get that fucking thing!
And let's see, the second attack then is going to be a melee attack against Lev, since this is still the main combat here. And will hit with a 19 on the die plus 5. So 9 slashing. Yeah, doesn't that get reduced?
It gets cut in half.
Slashing, yeah.
Yeah.
Slashing does.
Yep.
Slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning.
Okay, so that gets cut in half, and then 5 radiant damage from the line left behind. Ooh. Still on your feet. All right. And we pass. Let's see. We got the.
Lev has taken a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see. And we are to Chum.
I am going to, if I use my movement to try and glide from the shelf to Lev, would I be crossing over a line of attack of opportunity?
Usually if you're moving out of combat.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're moving into combat. You're fine.
Cool. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna cast catapult on. Actually, hold on. Order of operations. I'm gonna cast catapult on the bottle first.
Right.
Same target. That's Chef that just shot me. So that's a dex save.
Yeah, that is a dex save. All right. So 7 does not save. I don't
Failed.
think.
So you take 3d8 damage, bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning.
Now, not only are you completely coated in this substance as it breaks,
Yeah.
you will be taking 17 bludgeoning damage.
17 bludgeoning damage. Okay.
I will then be moving to Lev and hang off of his back like I did in the temple.
Gotta come up with a name for this formation.
It's called piggyback. Pigsy's backsies,
Turtling.
baby. Turtling.
Turtling.
We are turtling, and I'm going to cast Sanctuary with my last spell slot.
Yeah, because it wore off after he took
after he
slammed the dude to the ground. Yep.
onto. Just real quick, get a quick read on Brew since I'm over here. I look at Brew and I'm like, Brew, we might need the horns, if you know what I mean. What's the read?
I think I know what you mean. And he winks.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Lev. We're gonna do Lev. It makes the most sense. Res turn.
Lev is mega hurt.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to think of. Yeah, it's not gonna work anyway. So I'm gonna do Lev. As the spotlight rains down back on you, buddy. As now this old man in your ears is like, you can do it, Lev.
They're talking to you like a coach.
You're finally getting your bump.
Yeah.
You finally get the bump you need. Take it. Be the baby face.
Slavic panting.
And that will be my turn.
It was just the bludgeoning damage. There was no component, no like fire component or anything from it.
No.
Nope. Unless you wanna
No, just smacks the person
Just
really
smacks.
hard. It like
count bourbon in the eyes or glass.
Wonderful. Percy, you're up.
these guys haven't stopped attacking me, and but I'm like concerned now about the large chef. I can see Jam Jam is also struggling to get the head on old Vic, but he's up after me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to try to make sure that at least Big Chef doesn't do any more, like put any more hurt on my friends. So I'm going to try to instead start with the bonus action of, again, just trying to knock out one of the guys that's attacking me. The one guy that's left that's attacking me, because the other guy I think got knocked down by Lev, right? So there's one guy left attacking me.
Yeah.
The guy that I shot. I'm going to try to start with the bonus action for the melee, just like bludgeoning, just hit him on the side of the head.
All right.
So I can run away from him and not provoke an Oppie.
All right, make that attack roll.
Here we go. I mean, it didn't even hit the dice tray, but it did land, and it's not a great number. It's 11.
11 does not beat AC on the cooks.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna miss. So I'm gonna provoke the attack of opportunity. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna stay engaged with him, but I'm gonna turn around. I'm just gonna turn my body, and point the shotgun at Chef Lady with the bludgeoning round still in it, and fire both. Like just fire both. Slugs.
Yeah,
at her.
absolutely no reason you wouldn't be able to do that.
However, I am going to use one of my maneuvers.
Okay.
I have as a musketeer
Ooh.
to make this precision.
All right.
It's just it's essentially like a
All right.
Battle Master's maneuvers. There's just different ones that for this subclass. But I am going to essentially expend this technique die, which is currently a D6, to add that to the attack roll.
All right.
Which I'm really glad I did. So that's an 18 total.
An 18? Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 13 bludgeoning damage. Applied directly to the center of mass.
And it blasts a hole in the chef's jacket, and you can see like what looks like a little bit of like almost chainmail or something behind it that's providing this armor class.
Wow, they did not play.
Okay.
Like
they
knew what they were doing. But there's some dents, like the fabric on the outside has been ripped away somewhat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Staggered at all, or definitely still standing, still looking
Still
strong?
standing strong.
Yikes. Okay. Yikes. That's it for me. I'm just gonna be like, we get Jam, just gotta get the head on. We gotta get out of here.
So Jam, you have the head of old Victor Black.
Yeah, and now it should be pretty close to the body, right?
Yeah. All of you are in a jumble here, but it's not gonna be.
You
that
made
hard
it to the body
untangle
last turn.
things,
You just slid that. You and the bodies slid into the back cabinets, but now you are like essentially like on top of it with the head.
Yeah.
You just gotta slap that on.
He's gonna do it just that and try to attach the head to the appropriate area. I just
hope.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. How do I want to do this? This shouldn't be as hard as an attack. I mean, it's pin the head on the body here.
Right.
Yep.
Was one pin the head on the body.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, make it a sleight of hand check. Sure.
Okay. 8.
That's it.
Yep.
8.
No dex bonus to that? Or was that with your dex bonus?
That's I have a +1.
Oh no, Jam.
Like so, shlorp, the head is placed onto the neck, about 15 degrees off angle. Ah! Like, and you can see like tendrils coming out of the bottom of the head and the top of the shoulders as they're starting to knit together like an eldritch black ooze.
Ooh.
Like wrapping around and pulling in, and you can see his mouth almost opening, almost like, almost unhinging at the jaw. But he's really straining here because it wasn't quite attached quite straight. So he's got to do a lot of the work here. and he's making a big dramatic show of it. Like, I mean, yes, there's some really extra unholy shit where the head is knitting itself to a body, but also he's overacting.
Wow.
And now that
I would say that's an
head-
action, yeah.
Jam Jam's just going to clap, "Come, thunderclap," and you'll hear the squealing as Thunderclap turns the corner almost instantaneously. Again, because I get to use this pretty much. I mean, if that's my action. Maybe I won't use it this turn. But he's going to ride out and make sure that Thunderclap makes it out of whatever he thinks is going to be scorched earth behind it.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're essentially summoning Thunderclap to carry you to safety.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nope. Nobody expected Thunderclap, but everybody should have expected Thunderclap. And around the corner he comes. I don't care what you have to use. This is happening, and he is almost in slow motion, like drift turning around the
tongue
corner,
hanging out, tongue hanging out the side of his face, like just flapping. Yeah, right.
It's dramatic. The little bit of like piggy hairs are like blowing in the breeze.
Yes. We get a close zoom on that as the light pans across them.
As he squeals through the door. And then everything comes back to normal speed, clump, 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 clump. And Thunderclap is charging towards you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
that makes more
wonderful.
sense because then I can mount him next turn.
Yeah, he's gonna hit you next turn, and you'll mount, and all will be.
And we're out of here.
Right. Okay.
Hopefully.
The mooks. Oh, the mooks. Ever the mooks. Well,
The
only
sous
really.
chefs. The sous chef remaining.
Yeah, the one, because the one's knocked out on the floor. He bonked his coconut, and he's out like a light.
And the
And
rapier
the other
chick,
one
right?
is not much worse for wear, as he's
There is also, and then there's also the Margravine Esperanza on the ground.
on the
still.
ground, probably going to get up and cause some havoc herself.
She's the only enemy that's not within the field of influence of alcohol, correct?
No, actually, there would definitely be some alcohol mixed in to the pool area there. Like, the area where she's gotten to, there's alcohol there.
Sure.
Just so you know, for future turns, if you need to do something, there's enough around her to make a thing happen, if necessary. But
Shame.
first, we've got the remaining cook, who limply raises his cleaver up one last time in a last heroic, valiant effort to try to get at the back of Percy, because you've turned ever so slightly.
Don't you dare.
And with a 13.
Nope.
Bonk!
Give him a belly bump. One-sided belly bump.
Yeah. Bonk.
I'm gonna Kung Fu
just
Panda my way
Kung
into
Fu
being a
Panda's it.
musketeer.
You know what? Roll an unarmed attack.
Me?
Yes,
Oh,
you.
sure. I mean, okay.
If we're just gonna be belly bumping
Like
him
roll
back.
to hit, you mean?
Yeah.
Essentially? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not gonna
To
be
hit
good.
for none of
No. That's 4.
Okay. Yeah. It's just sort of it's kind of a weak hip check. It's enough to throw him off balance and make him not
Yeah, it was
hit, but
more of like a parry,
yeah,
you know?
it doesn't blast him into the corners or anything like that. But hey,
Just gotta use sometimes you gotta use your lumps offensively.
yeah.
Or defensively, I guess, in this case.
The Margravine crawls to all, flips over quickly to all fours, makes a dreadful howling noise.
I don't like that. Like an inhuman type noise, like are we talking like something otherworldly, or are we just talking more of like a screech, like someone who is like in the midst of combat, like a tennis player grunting?
Like a combat screech of some kind.
Okay, just making sure.
And from all fours, just like flings herself at. Where's she going to be coming at? Well, it's going to be either Jam Jam or Victor Black, trying to skewer one of them to.
If he gets
The
his head
cabinet.
cut off again,
So,
I swear to God.
so her attack is coming at dead center of mass at Victor. And just pierces like right into the post just under his left armpit. Her eyes are blazing hot with anger. Like she wants to kill him.
Yeah, she wanted to kill all of us, too. They all want to kill us.
Yes.
They seem very, very passionate about that.
Yes. But especially like she's really upset at him.
I knew I could sense tension in the relationship.
Can I just use like a free reaction here real quick, just to look
Sure.
at Victor Black, who's reattaching his head, and just be like, hey, we're the good guys, right?
I mean, he's still.
I think that was a yeah. I heard a yeah. That was confirmation. Okay.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Hey, Glorp, you're up.
That's me.
I mean, I still got the magistrate here to deal with. Let's just shoot 3 more magic missiles. That's again, that worked okay last time.
I wonder how
At
much help.
Oh, no,
whomst?
I'm rolling just at the magistrate, the
Margravine?
the
Margravine.
Margravine.
Yep.
There we go.
Sort of like a duchess.
2,
More
a
nobility.
3, and a 3. Okay, still very mid, but mid on the other side this time. 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8, plus the 3, 1 points, 11 this time.
All right.
11 quiche force damage.
Yes, still quiche based missiles.
Yeah. 3 more quiches quosh their way over.
Yeah. Fran,
It's a
or
verb
future
now.
Fran, thank you for the noise of the,
They did it very
like
quickly.
the schlop. You need like
Yeah.
a spitball noise.
I need almost either a spitball noise or I think that might be the best way to look it up. It's going to be the search that's going to be the hardest part is like, what do I search to find something that is an approximation of what this would sound like?
I mean, either that or we get to have a fun day where I make some super wet quiche and we set up a little recording box.
I do have a field recorder in the drawer next to me.
Super wet quiche is
I
a
do too,
crazy
actually.
sound.
Yeah, the super wet quiche. I'm
That's a
struggling with it.
crazy
Hey.
Well, for sound effects, it's got to be extra wet.
Hey, some
That's
people
it.
like it super wet, dude. It's okay.
All right.
And I make kind of like quiche porridge for the sound
Hey,
effects.
that's my wife you're talking about. Sorry.
Whoa! All right, whose turn is it to get shot?
Sorry.
Hey, that's his wife you're talking about. You heard it.
We brought it back.
So the
Okay.
quiches hit. Are you doing any moving or any bonus actions or anything other than flinging quiches with the power of magic missile?
I mean, once I've done that, I eat quiche with the power of my hand.
Oh, quiche.
And they warm your heart with the power of friendship.
Yay.
Even though we're
And-
killing the people who made them.
With the power of turn-based
I'm
combat.
still actively eating the quiche.
With the power of turn-based combat, we move to brew.
Yes. So I'm gonna go at it again. I'm gonna flurry of blows.
All right.
Nope. Worse.
You got 2 more chances.
I just rolled a 3 and a 2, so if I don't roll something amazing right now. Okay, 17.
17 matches and hits.
Got it. Okay,
Heyo.
so
You did a.
ah! Oh God, where did that go? I don't know where that guy.
Oh no.
Oh,
It died.
It's on my chair. Oh my God, he's bounced a lot. Okay. Oh, a 4. 4 plus 2, so 6. 6 bludgeoning.
All right. 6 bludgeoning. A big old
So
smack.
I caught her on the third one, or the uppercut.
And the uppercut hits. And it's, you said 6. And
I hope
she
that pisses her
staggers.
off. Well, it's something. All right. Again, I'm just gonna hold my space and hope for the best.
Okay. We hit the top of initiative. Lev, we're still in the ring.
Still in it, and I'm ready to bonk. I'm gonna learn my lesson from last time, and I'm gonna do reckless attack on this first attack on this turn.
He's
Just
doing
swing
the
as
thing.
wild as possible. So I'll get advantage on this turn, and then the chef will get advantage on me on their turn against me. Oh, right. That does kind of help, I guess. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Yes.
Nice.
We've established that 17 does.
17
Very
is what we
nice.
need. 17 or better hits.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. That's 15 damage.
Ooh, yeah.
Bludgeoning.
Nice.
15
Let's
bludgeoning
go.
as the chair just smacks her across the face. And this time, she it sells. Like, it's
Oh,
not
wonderful.
just the chin going, it's the whole head.
Right.
She comes
Oh.
back with, blood on the corner of her mouth.
Nice. Hell yeah. Do they look like they are currently trying to not be fucked up?
I mean, there's you've done some fucking up here.
I think here. What else? I could
You've
possibly
you've
do?
nailed some real good ones these
I
last
could
couple of
fucking.
rounds.
I could do a little something else, I guess, too, to see what happens. It doesn't matter. All right, I'll end my turn then.
Okay. Into the chef. So I have to choose the main course. Would it be escargot and one big slash at
that
what's the
sounds
difference
like
between beetle and snail? I don't know. She's the eldest chef. Let's see, a 19 against armor class.
That hits for sure.
Yikes.
Let's see, we're saying.
Like that.
1000% hits.
4 or 5. 5 slashing damage because she rolled for shit on damage.
Okay.
So you take half of that. That's nice.
We round that up, or do we round that down?
Down.
And then she spins towards Brew with the other attack. A beef bourguignon!
Wow.
And that's a, let's see, a 12 against AC.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Whiffs past.
Jesus.
The trail left by the sword. So 7 radiant damage to Lev.
Okay.
Is it?
Lev's still on his feet.
Leaves the slash.
Yes.
How's he looking? What's he look like?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Let's see. Are we going on a scale of ice cream or something else?
I don't
at
know.
this point?
How would you choose to describe how Lev looks right now?
Well, if he were a certain amount of scoops, he would certainly be a single scoop right now.
Are we talking a single scoop fresh or like a single scoop like someone's already been like it's been, we're getting down to like where it meets the cone?
I mean, I don't know what kind of ice creams you're eating, but it's just one scoop,
no
of,
bites out of it.
could
It's
have
almost
been many
licked.
scoops. Yeah.
All right. So Chum,
Yes.
what you got for us?
I
Something good, something bad, something evil?
am going to send you a message.
I also-
It is just the result of a Google search I just did. It's to save him the effort. And I would like to look in this pantry and see if there's any. Where do they keep the sugar in this pantry?
Well, there are a few big bags of confectioner's sugar.
Can you,
On
for
the
someone
in
who's
the-
dumb?
So it would be on the far back right corner as you're going into the room. So it probably about 30 feet. Like if you were looking out from your shelf, it's on the opposite set of shelves to the left, like by
he's
that
actually
exit
on.
door.
He's on.
I'm on Lev's shoulder.
He's on Lev's back.
Oh,
He's
you're on Lev's back now.
Back,
So yeah, so maybe about 30 feet away, but yeah, back on
Behind the baddies,
behind the baddies. Yeah,
covered in cognac.
if you want it to be.
It's been established.
It depends if it needs to be in dry form or not. You know.
Oh yeah. So can you remind me what the kind of sugar that you said it was? I don't actually know in real life what
So
that is.
confectioner's sugar is powdered sugar, that really finely powdered sugar. You know, if I'm reading your message right here.
I love you. I'm going to
come on, man.
I'm going to use my bonus action to reach down on my my ray gun, which currently has red ether flowing through all of like the channels on it. And you're gonna see a switch on the back where it just says on one side, fun, and on the bottom side, boom. He's going to flip the switch, and you're going to see all of the lines of ether ignite on the ray gun as I change the type that my ray gun does from force to fire using my bonus action.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm going to ready an action to shoot the giant bags of sugar with the flame that I now possess. Google search. Sugar is extremely flammable and even considered combustible. Now, I'm going to ready an action and simply say, one last chance, because your quiche is fire. I don't know if I said that enough times. One last chance. If they make a move, an inch, a fucking smile I don't like in the direction of any of my friends, I will pull the trigger. That'll be my turn.
Okay. I mean, we've got a little ways before they get to do anything about it anyway, but Percy, right here, right now, you've got an opportunity to change the course of events.
I did just say out loud my intent to explode things, just so everyone who's listening.
Am I actually going to want to stop Choom from covering our escape? No. I don't think I am. Choom and I may disagree on many things, and our methodology may clash at times but the things we can disagree on are, what components of the ship we would consider essential, right? Those are things that Choom and I can disagree on all day. But this is a matter of self-preservation here. So Percy's not arguing. Percy is going to prepare himself to lay down suppressive fire, and in fact is going to instruct Jam Jam to follow me to the door out of here. You and I are going to post up, and we're just gonna lay it down, and get everybody with us. All right, you ready? And I'm looking at Jam Jam with like 4 fucking guns I see, strapped to him. Because suppressive fire is a thing we can do. We can saturate an area with gunfire that would allow, our companions to move without being attacked. And anyone who is in that area that is being affected by suppressive fire would either need to make an action to dive for cover or get shot a lot of times.
As you're saying that, Jam Jam takes his pistol, puts it back where it was, which again, you can't really tell where he's holstering this thing.
I try not to think about it.
It's not important.
He wraps his arm around where the rain of thunderclap, and then pulls the rifle out and
yeah, and I feel like I'm essentially instructing him to ready an action, and I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to attempt to, like I said, I haven't tried to move away from this guy, but I mean, he's barely standing, and I don't even care at this point. I'll take another hit in the back if I can't get away from him. I'm moving away, and I'm heading straight to the exit door. And I'm gonna hold it open with my gun, in the other hand, like pointing out, ready to lay down the suppressing fire. And it's gonna trigger the second my companions get out of here. And Shum then gets to light the place on fire, and we all get to leave and cover our tracks, hopefully. So that is my plan now. So my first action is my first thing I'm going to do is move away. So I will provoke an attack of opportunity because I am running away from this guy who is still trying to stab me, who will refuse to go down. I just don't have time for him anymore. If he would like to use his reaction on this.
He freezes up. It is like breathing and holding the cleaver in the air. And he can't do it. And you move away unopposed.
Okay. So is it one of those like swinging doors, or is it an actual door? Like what kind of door is it at the far end, like where we were trying to move towards that was blocked off from us?
Yeah, it's at this far door, it's actually a sliding door where you have to slide it open.
Okay, so I'm not going to kick it then.
Like rolling door.
I'm going to slide the door open. I'm going to stand, essentially just kind of like where holding it open in case it, it has like some sort of mechanic that would bring it back. And I'm just going to, I'm holding the gun out. I'm just like, everybody, let's go. We know what Shum's about to do, but we don't want to be in here when he does.
It's one of those kind of like warehousey doors that's got the counterweights and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm holding it. I just want to make sure I'm holding this so that everyone gets through, and then Jam and I can essentially post up here as everyone's through and just pepper this fucking room to force everybody to stop following us, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay. Great, Percy. Jam. Now we are getting into your chunk of the turn. So this is where Thunderclap gets to you.
Yep. Again, as Percy is saying that, Jam is mounting him, cocking the rifle, and they take off across the room. And if possible, I would like to accidentally, quote unquote, run over the redheaded lady.
Okay.
She's behind us.
Did she stand up? Oh, she's behind us?
Yeah.
I thought she went to block our exit.
No, because
she went to block Gorp.
She did, but then she
slipped.
charged. Remember, she stabbed at Victor Black.
Oh yeah, so she is right there.
Just
she
narrowly.
is right
she's
there.
right up in your shit.
Yeah, Jam would like on Thunderclap would like to run
Thunderclap, I think,
over
would
her.
probably. Oh no, the way
She's
it's
not prone
configured.
anymore. Yeah.
But Thunderclap blasting through actually blindsides her, just blasts her off as she's coming through.
Sure. Either way,
Because you would be right there next to Victor Black, right up against the wall. She's stabbed under the arm. Are you doing anything with Victor Black, by the way? Or are you leaving him there?
Reattaching.
He seems fine.
Okay.
My instruction also applied to him.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were dragging him along or anything, or if he's to move under his own volition. Okay.
I didn't unpin him, if that's what you mean.
It went under his arm, so he's fine.
Yeah, it went under his arm. But yeah, the Margravine is just hit right broadside in the side by Thunderclap.
Yeah,
as
hip
Thunderclap charges in.
And then
screeches to a halt right in front of you. Or are you trying to hop on Thunderclap's back, like on the move?
Kind of on the move over to the door where Percy's going. And I couldn't remember if she stood up or not, but he'll just hip check her, but not do any damage.
Well, yeah, it does blast her away about 5 feet, though.
Okay, cool.
Knocks her off her feet.
Yeah.
And then he'll post up with Percy ready to open
how many
fire.
How many rounds do you have in the magazine of the rifle?
5.
Okay, you need your pistol then. You need at least 8 rounds to apply suppressing fire. So I would advise using a pistol that has a clip I think your pistols have a 15-round clip.
Sure.
Just looking at the rules for any semi-automatic weapon, you need at least 8 rounds to apply covering fire. And seeing as how, and I actually have to ask Dave, because I have my shotgun, I do have a revolver as well, but that's only 6 shots. However, I ignore the loading property of any firearm. So like I could make the argument that I'm just literally sitting there, just like almost as if it was a lever action, or not a lever action, but like like just a like.
Well, no, you're fan firing the.
But not fan fire.
And reloading.
I might fan fire the revolver. I feel like that makes more sense for covering fire than the shotgun. But yeah, I feel like that's what I'm gonna end up doing is just doing that and then just speed loading it, You know what I mean? I got
Oh,
all the
yeah.
speed loaders set up for it, so I'm literally just going to be doing that for the 8
Bro,
rounds,
what
pressing
if on
fire.
your fucking the bracer it just had like it was just like automatically feeding bullets while you're firing?
I take that note into account, and we'll see you in the workshop.
Yeah, like I'm sure like your hands are really moving. Like you are doing some precision.
I'm not doing it
stuff
yet.
with these
Not doing it
things.
yet. Again, we're not doing
Yeah,
it until
will
all
be.
of our friends are out of the room. But that's my plan.
I see that though. Yeah, I'm seeing the future. A little bit of precognition there, as it were. So Jam there. The mooks. Oh, the mooks.
The mook.
He froze up on. He froze up already once on trying to take that attack of opportunity on.
He's got one chance to
on
run.
Percy.
That was the mercy. That's Percy's mercy right there.
If he only had one shot, he took this opportunity, and he is actually running for the door that you guys came in.
Yep.
Smart boy.
Smart.
Good boy.
Yep. So he's running off. The Margravine, on the other hand, is committed to the cause.
Don't do it.
Spins
Don't
back
do it.
around.
Think about
and
your
tries to
future.
make another.
You have a bright future ahead of you.
Yeah.
Choom.
Nope.
She
All right,
is
I'm
overcome
fucking-
with rage.
I shoot. I
and
fucking
takes the
shoot.
slash at Victor Black.
I shoot. That's what I said I was going to do if they did it, and now I got to do it. They shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
The slash
So
of
we
Victor
have-
Black, the fire of the fucking ray gun happened like at once.
The slash hits. The ray gun fires. And the bags of powdered sugar explode. And the room goes white. And silent. As everyone's eardrums are basically like temporarily blown out by this incredibly loud and powerful explosion. I need to see, let's see. So this is happening pretty close to the door that Percy is trying to hold open.
Yep. Dramatic exit, we call these.
Also, anything that was covered in cognac would be on fire.
Yeah.
Well,
We will get to that as like people start to get their senses back from things. Percy, you avoid the worst of the blast. The door is stuck in position though and won't close after you now.
that's fine.
Okay. Glorp,
Yes.
we get to your turn. So the first thing I need is, let's see, what's going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, okay. Let's see here.
As the shock wave hits everybody equally and is going to be throwing everybody to the ground and blasting out, your senses.
Oh, there's a lot of sugar in there.
Oh no, you caused an
Also-
explosion in a confined space.
Also, yes. Also, your your ray gun is quite a powerful tool in and of itself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
16.
16. All right. So you are temporarily flattened, quite literally, by the force of the explosion, but recover quickly because you're Glorp.
And
Yeah.
and you're icy.
Yeah.
But now I look a little bit like what happens if you shake powdered sugar on Jello.
Yeah, you are frosted.
You're frosted.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
With a
But
little
otherwise,
bit of milk, I'd
with
be
a
a glazed
slight
floor.
ringing in your ears, you're not really
Ears?
terribly impaired. Well, ears equivalent. There's some that you have to process audio somehow.
Mhm.
And whatever that has to be done by sound waves, and there was a big
Use
shock
my
wave
fake
that
eye
hit.
holes to do that.
Your perceptions are not terribly dimmed. So yeah, what do you have on your turn, oh frosted one?
Okay, so I pick up the tray of quiche if I dropped it.
All right.
I'm just gesturing.
And then
Yeah.
head towards Percy, but I make sure that I pick up any quiche that I've dropped, even though the quiche is now also frosted.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
decide that frosted quiche is a good idea. Bring it with me and
Sweet
just also
quiche.
exit.
With a little bit of honey? That sounds fucking good.
You know what? This is another great opportunity to pull out the D12. You have collected 9 pieces of quiche.
This is a
So
victory.
just note that you have 9 pieces of frosted quiche.
Write that down. It's important.
Yeah. Yeah. In case you need 9 pieces of frosted quiche for something in the future.
Yeah. In the near future, because it's fresh quiche. So I've got a 24 to 48 hour window here.
Yeah, I don't really know what the quiche window is. I mean, I'm not bougie like that. But yeah. So you have the quiche.
Cool.
You are moving how much? What is your move speed, by the way? Is it a full 30?
Yes.
Okay. You are able to move through the room and you will not provoke attacks of opportunity as everybody is basically stunned.
Excellent.
So I will say you are able to move to the door.
Cool. I do that. I don't actually attack anybody then, because that seems like it would be silly to do at this point.
Okay, so Glorp,
You can
just
get in on the
leave.
suppressive fire action by just shooting rays of frost into the room while we're doing that.
Glorp
It's not
has
gonna
made it to
work
the door.
same, but it'll be fun.
Jam
Yeah, sure,
will
I do
have
that
made
then.
it to the door. Percy is at the door. Okay, Brew, we are to your turn.
Yes.
You are in the melee in the middle of the room. The blast has happened. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
There you go. Big money, big money, big money.
Oh,
Brew.
12.
These dice.
Yep. So
Listen,
you are
I mean,
going to be making.
I'm not rolling bad numbers. I'm just not.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
9. It's
you're
not terrible.
staggering. Your ears are ringing. Your movement speed is reduced by half.
That's
And
fine. I haven't
all of your
moved
checks
anyway.
for this turn are at disadvantage. Everything will
dash,
clear
dude.
for next turn.
Just dash, dude. Dash to the door.
Are we done?
I mean, yeah. Actually, yeah, if you want to, you can stagger dash to the door and you'd still get out. It's just going to be a very awkward. But-
Everyone's been kind of stunned by the blast, right? So this is kind of the opportunity for us to let's escape, let's lay down suppressing fire, and we need to get out of here. All right, Lev is hurt.
I stagger dash to the door.
Okay, wonderful.
I only have
Brew.
1 potion left also, and I think I'm the only one that has potions in our party right now.
That is
What
correct.
else, Dave? What were you gonna say?
Door.
And I have no more spell
I really
slots.
kind of like the cadence that we're going at here, so we're going to go right back into the top of initiative here, because we're hour 15.
This is going to get us to a good beat here. if
I
we
wanna
can
get
just
us
at
to the
least
door.
Get the
Yeah.
escape. Yeah.
I think I want to do the door. So, Lev, we're at your turn.
Con
you
save.
got?
Yeah,
for us?
I
Oh, well, actually, yes. So, for the start of your turn, make the Constitution saving throw.
Oh, right. That's pretty good. Unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20. Yeah, you are unaffected. So, outside of a little ringing in your ears and, your eyes have to adjust a little bit, but you're mostly unaffected. You can disengage without penalty.
Nice. Yeah, I too snap back to reality.
Whoop.
Say goodbye to gravity, and then kind of get back with the crew.
Door. Okay.
By
to the
proxy,
door.
he'd be taking. Or did I get
You're on his
blown
back.
off?
You're on his back. Oh, actually,
Shouldn't-
that's a good question.
Yeah. No. Choom, if you're on his back, then what we're going to do is I'm going to take a sort of a temporary pull you to this initiative point, because I need to resolve your stuff with this. So
Okay.
make your Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're just gonna jump Choom ahead in the order here.
that's a 6.
That's a 6. Okay. Yeah. I want you to make an athletics check then.
Athletics
To
is
hang
rough.
on.
Oh,
Dude.
Because
Oh.
you
I believe
are
in you. I believe.
okay, an athletics or acrobatics if you so choose. to hang
acrobatics
on.
is the.
That's being very, very kind, but I'm the dipshit that blew up the small room party was in. I will roll athletics. Acrobatics I could, but I just failed my con.
Athletics makes it dramatic.
It makes it dramatic and also more realistic.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't really have known that I was going to be exploded off of it. I was just trying to set things on fire. You know what I mean?
And then, and I feel like all the alcohol just kind of evaporates, right? Because it would burn up so fast if it was this magnitude of an explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like there are sporadic fires all over the room.
Yeah, Seb is making a very sad.
I know we don't do this, but for those listening, I am very tiny. I think I've told you my strength is -2, and
Yes.
I know we don't go below 0, but with a nat 1,
That
I
does
would
make it a
technically have
-1.
just rolled a -1 on my strength check.
Yeah,
So-
you're on your own, bud.
You try, and just in slow-mo, you try to grab the back of Lev and just miss
Oh,
and
this is your
fall
worst
to the
nightmare.
floor.
Oh yeah,
That's where I want to call this episode of the Hapless Heroes.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Really?
So,
You
yeah. Oh, we get to come into such a cool action beat, and we have such a great cliffhanger here.
You
I love
bastard.
this so
You're
much.
just
such an
make sure
ass.
you write down a note so we remember. Everything is on fire now.
No,
Everything's
so
on
we have.
fire.
I'm
All of
actually
us-
going to have to take like 20 minutes after this, even before I go upstairs, and just write a little post cap here to know where we are in the action to come back to.
Yeah, good idea.
Because that needs to happen to all the people that were standing in that area.
Yeah.
Because now we have a drama moment here,
I might
Yeah.
die. I don't have a whole lot of
especially
health left.
coming into the chef's turn with you falling.
Mm-hmm.
We got old Vic here. at
I
least.
just love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
And old Vic, we haven't resolved him yet. Mwah. This is so good. This is so good. I love it so much.
Fine. Yeah, you love it.
I love it
That's
so
great.
much that I want to go back to the past and hear what past Fran has to say about some stuff so I can catch up to the future.
Thank you all for listening. If you like what we do, you can find all of our links in one convenient place, and that is our link tree. It's just linktr.ee/haplessheroes. There, you'll find our social media, merch, and Patreon, but most importantly, you will find the crown jewel of our internet presence, and that is our Discord server. It is free to join, and it's where the cast and I hang out the most, chatting with you, our amazing audience, about the show, sharing memes, and geeking out about all things nerdy and delightful. We'd love to have you be a part of that community. Now, if you really like us, please consider leaving us a 5-star rating or review on the podcast service of your choice. It means the world to us. It helps new listeners find the show, and if we spot your review, we'll give you a shout out right here as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, you can support the show directly by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/haplessheroes. It's also linked on our link tree. We have a treasure trove of bloopers, bonus content, and even some out-of-character episodes from our many years of adventuring together. Some of those we've even released for free. So please, check it out. That's all for now, though. So let's kick it back to the crew in the future.
Thank you so much, Fran of the Past, for giving me that breather, because let me tell I needed that. I needed it. I was a little verklempt. This is tense. This is tension here, guys. I mean, the only thing I can really do now is outro my cast. On my left, we have Chumdaloom, played by Seb.
Good night, everybody.
To his left, we have Glorp Glop Glop, played by Nicole.
Is frosted pineapple quiche just bad custard?
To her left, we have Runner Brew Blitzboar, played by Mike.
Maybe a little less quiche and a little bit more working out.
To his left, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
Is Queecha pie?
To his left, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
And to his left, we have Percival Flathest, played by Francesco.
Slow motion, like, shoo! No!
My name is Dave. I've been your host and Dungeon Master for this evening. We'll see you next week where we pick right back up on the action. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.